All right, so what are you doing about your biggest hurdle? What is your biggest hurdle right now, and what are you doing about it? Most times, like when I talk to business owners, their biggest hurdle is like, I need more leads. Like I always hear the same thing. And I'm like, so what are you doing about it? Nothing. You posting on social media? No. You putting anything on Google My Business? No. You doing any post on Google My Business? No. You trying to figure this shit out? No. And so what ends up happening? Nothing. It just, the situation just gets worse and worse and worse because you're backed up even more. The worst part, honestly, is we're going into the spring time, so people get this false sense of security because it starts picking up. So even if they do a small little fraction of a thing, it's like, oh, I look like a genius. No. Because by the time the winter, late fall, winter hits, then you're back to ground zero where it's like you're constantly fighting for jobs and everything else, okay? So I've talked about other videos, and I'll go a little bit more in depth in different ones, but basically there's 4 things to your business that you need to know how to do, and basically you need to sit and look at what's your biggest hurdle right now, okay? So number 1 is you need to figure out how to get leads, okay? So and I'll go through. But number 2, you need to learn how to sell the jobs. Number 3 is you need to learn how to produce the jobs as efficiently as possible, possibly or hopefully without you involved. And the last thing is you need to know your numbers. And a lot of people think that needing to know your numbers means you need to put your CPA hat on and you need to advanced calculations, all this kind of shit. No. I'll go into different videos, but it's really simple. Really, really simple. Basically a little bit of adding, subtracting, maybe multiply, divide. But it's only a handful of numbers that you need to know. But going back for my own business, my biggest hurdle right now is leads. Because at this point, every 7 days, we talk to 180 people, minimum. Okay, that doesn't include contact forms, doesn't include these other leads coming in. I mean, physically talking to 180 people a week. So we don't need more leads. But we close at 8%. 8. And as far as producing jobs, we have the teams available to produce all that stuff. So it's not the issue. So I have to ask myself, what have I done lately to fix this problem? And the answer is nothing really. So about a month or so ago, I hired VAs and stuff like that. Actually, about 6 weeks ago, hired VAs and doing well. But honestly, I haven't done anything else. So then I have to be, I'm like everyone else. I'm on this channel, oh, this is what you need to do and blah, blah, blah. But I do the same shit. So don't act like the people that you see on line and stuff are the end all be all because they all have their same issues. So right now we're working with a sales trainer and we have some other processes in place, but that's what we need to do. And then I'm realizing I need to hire an actual salesperson. So that's what I'm committing to do. So what are you committing to do? Have a good one.